Thanks, Lieutenant Kohler. I have to say I must agree with all the speakers, and I too will not be voting with the government on this. Minister, if you may for 1 second, you might look up at the stage and you might see the Irish flag. And over 100 years ago, people here in Ireland fought for their freedom. The amount of emails, phone calls and letters that we have received over this is absolutely unbelievable. Like my colleagues have said, if there was exceptional circumstances, it can be revisited. I was driving through Dublin last night on my way through Dublin, and I passed the canal where people were sitting out in the canal. And while I was stopped at lights because of the facilities that you've told to stay closed, people walked across in front of me, went in behind the dustbin and urinated up on the side of somebody's house because the facilities are closed. I've seen people that have been locked up for the last nearly 2 years. Enough is enough. You have to realise that the people that are there are responsible. Young people. I stood in this Dáil a couple of weeks ago where your minister turned around and said to us that a theory test was not essential. We've heard that people from the harvest could not get their children to help them at home to bring in the silage day and any other necessities in farming. But your minister said that a theory test was not essential. It goes back to what I'm saying. Your cabinet is too city-based. You're too used to getting transport, walk out your front door and you have transport. I've invited Eamon Ryan down to Limerick for 1 week. I'll give him a place where he can stay, I'll give him a bicycle, and I'll tell him, go do your work from there now. And see, have you got internet? You go do your shopping, you go do my daily work. With the way he wants to live, with the wolves and all running around the countryside. This is the thoughts that he has. And I asked him, and he hasn't taken it up yet. I spoke to Brian Ledden today as well, and I said, you can come out to Limerick. I said, city, and come out to the county, and I'll give you the same. I'll let you off. You have no concept what it's like to live in a rural area. But the one thing we have in the rural area, we have social distance. And we can see how responsible in our towns and villages around our areas and how respectful they are. But their mental health, now they need to get out. We've heard about the churches. We're all sitting here now, 2 meters apart, and there's churches in Ireland bigger than this venue. And again, you closed all the churches. 11 months my grandchild had to wait to be christened. 11 months. If it was much longer, he would have been able to walk up to church and probably say it himself. This is what we're coming to. There's people can't get out of their houses to go to mass. You were stopping them. In the rural areas, you'd be lucky to have 50 people going to mass. But at least give them the choice. We're able to do it here. And the media are not portraying anything outside of Dublin. Have you bought the media? How much have you been? Is it the way they don't want COVID-19 to go away because they'll have nothing else to report on? I grew up with RTE in my house. The Gay Bonds, Mike Murphy, Jerry Ryan, all of them.
I'm afraid, Deputy, it falls to me to bring down the guillotine. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, I'll finish at that. But Minister, I'll just ask you this.
Thank you.
Common sense has to prevail.
Thank you.